That's what I am. I don't like the idea of having to be a cultural determinant, you know, or, you know, a cultural hero or a role model or anything like that. You know, I don't want it to be the absolute last word in what the trendy style is. But I just want to sing. That's all I ever wanted to do.
What's new? How is the world treating you? You haven't changed a bit. Handsome as ever, I must admit.
What do you think is the most important element of a song?
There isn't one, because I use this example all the time, this song called Walk Away Renee, which I listened to by some group called the Left Bank, which I think they only made 2 hit singles. It was a song that I heard over and over and over again on the radio. There was something about the way the chords went together. The vocal was a little flat, something. It was just very emotional. And the only thing I could ever understand was just walk away, Renee, and you know, I could never understand the words. It wasn't what was important about the song. There was just a feeling about it. That song simply, through a combination of chord changes, of the way the harmonies were voiced, was able to evoke a very strong emotion. And that's what you have to do. It has to make a picture.
I've got a crush on you.
What's going on in your mind when you're actually performing
There's
on
usually a
stage?
movie in my head. I'm very visual. I have very complete pictures, you know, with names and faces, and all the scenery is filled in the back. I see the whole thing.
Never had the least notion that I could fall with so much emotion.
I know a lot of people sit there and they'll watch a performer, they'll listen to the music, and they'll go, I wonder about her. I wonder about her own romantic life and what she's been through, and the fact that she's never been married, because most people have by the time they're 37.
Yeah, but most people have been married and divorced. You know, I mean, it's not like I've never been. I mean, you know, you go through these interludes. You know, there's a romance. You live with this one maybe for a while, or you don't. I mean, it's not like I've never had a close relationship with somebody. It's just that they've evolved into other things. I'm great friends with almost every one of my ex-lovers. I'm very proud of that. It means that there was a real meaningful relationship. There was a real genuine reason for the attraction to be there to start with, and I didn't have to hate them because they walked off with half of my new Mercedes station wagon. You know, I mean, or them hate me because I took the electric skillet. I mean, I didn't have to bother with any of that.
Is there anybody in your life now that you have time for?
Oh, I got time for lots of people. You know?
But no
my friends and my
romance?
Well, you want me to
Sure.
name names? And no, well, I don't want to do that.
No, that's what I'm asking.
It would be bad manners, you know.
That's a part of your life you want to keep private.
I think I do a pretty good job of it. I mean, even stuff that winds up in the papers is three-quarters of it made up. So people think they're getting an insight into, but they're really not. They're getting an insight into something that's been fabricated in somebody's imagination that's sitting behind a typewriter somewhere, you know.
Do you think, now that you've got this album out of the way, something you really wanted to do, would you like to still pursue acting?
All my life I wanted to sing more than anything I can ever think of. I just want to sing. I mean, acting can be a part of that, an extension of that. I'm very interested in musical theater, and it involves acting, so I think that there is a lot of acting, but it's a function of the singing for me. I'm not particularly interested in amputating the music part from it.
What about the reports that you would like to perform as Mimi in La Boheme?
Beverly Sills lives in the building next to me in New York, and I bumped into her on the street once, and I said, oh, Beverly, you know, I'd really like to do La Boheme. I just would love to sing Mimi. I think, isn't it a great idea? And she said, you and every soprano ever born, dear, wants to sing the role of Mimi. I mean, that is just the plum soprano part. And everybody wants to sing because it's so beautiful. So who knows if we'll ever get around to that. I would be delighted if we did. I don't know if I can really sing it. I'd love to try. I might make the most incredible fool of myself ever in the history of show business.